On our way to this, we found a group of merrymen, I assume this is, fighting some random enemies. And the battle has successfully chased its way over towards this next event. Let's heal ourselves up and see if we can get them fighting each other. Event, the King's Foe. I don't always immediately attack because I want to see if there's any dialogue. Looks like the merrymen have left. They got bored. He doesn't have any hit points, so he just dies in a single shot. Must have been the wind. I was worried he was going to turn around at some point. The biggest problem is your character automatically stands whenever he does something such as climbing up after somebody, which is a problem when an archer is just on a tiny little rock or a podium ahead of you. You end up climbing up, and of course if you budge at all, even though if you stand there too long, someone's going to spot you. If you budge at all, you're going to get hurt. It'd be easier just to shoot him, but I want to see if I can get everybody. One of the things I like to do is switch to my key number 5 and immediately mash the left click button. This because if I'm clicking right now, nothing is going on. And when you are attacking a guy without your sword, as far as I can tell, it's 100% of the time you go back to crouch mode. He would have seen me if he had turned around at all. Looks like these guys took shots at themselves. Oh no, it's probably the archers were taking shots at him at some point. The merrymen archers. I assume they're merrymen. For all I know, they're just regular peasantry. Alright, managed to stealth kill everybody here. I'm gonna count the executioner as also a stealth kill. The containers themselves are easy to spot. I use the vision to try to find little bowls or something that's in the area. There's something here, probably arrows. Maybe? That's everything. Yeah, this guy never has anything. He doesn't really count as a person.
Many thanks, Hooded One.
Don't mention it, but next time you'll have to be more mindful of your head.
Keep this gold. You'll have more use for it.
Keep this gold for yourself.
Good luck on the road, stranger.
It would have been way more interesting if the merrymen nearby had joined in this fight. I would load and try that again to make them draw in the fight, but the encounters themselves are random. In Peak District, we found an interesting location, it says. Now, there's a few of these on the map, and they haven't been that interesting, but this one's a cemetery. That's more interesting than the camps we've seen around.
Help! My lord! Help!
Oh, for the love of... Kid! What are you doing here?
I was playing hide and go seek with my friends, and the door closed shut behind me when I ran inside the tomb. I haven't been able to get out for hours.
And no one helped you?
They got scared and ran.
Some friends. Start keeping an eye on them after you leave.
Good. Will you help then, my lord? Thank you.
Not my lord, just Robin. Don't touch anything. Set you free in a moment.
Okay, we found a lever handle. You have to ask yourself, what kind of grave attendant or cemetery caretaker would build a contraption like this? I mean, that lever handle has been carefully placed on top of some scaffolding, which is not near the lever itself. I wonder if I could actually keep that lever handle and use it in another area, such as if I were speed running and one lever handle is easy to get and another one is obnoxious to get. We could grab an easy one and forego the rest of that quest.
Are you alive and well?
I am now, thank you!
Now run along home. And don't forget to tell your mates what you think of them. You don't leave your own behind.
I'll do that! I found something here that looks like a map! Please take it! Thank you again!
This could be interesting.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at this letter. Okay, so it is carefully oriented where this is north, I would assume. So we'll check outside the cemetery. Yep, right there. Then we'll head back inside the cemetery and see what's up. See if there's anything else interesting. Oh, this must be it right here. I assume you can only open this once you've gotten the map. I will put in the captions whether that's true or not, assuming I still have a save point. With the checkpoint system, it rotates your saves. We'll explore the rest of this area, then I'll try to find somewhere to save. I really don't like that vision takes a while to use again. Just let the player do it. Otherwise, it's always just sitting around waiting for your ability to refresh itself. It's not like it makes much sense anyways. Assuming, you know, or, yeah. That little click you hear, that's me trying to activate Hunter Vision. And also the audio work on the clambering up stuff. It always sounds like it's far away and behind me. Maybe I can't jump on that. What else do I jump on, or is this it? Okay, that must be it, because I don't see anything else. And that doesn't necessarily look like it leads to anything or has anything on it. Trying to angle the camera above it, but I think that's it. Robin, of course, is incapable of taking this ladder and using it. No. Oh, wow, he managed to... Okay, let's see if we can... Nope. At least it didn't hurt. Well, there's a key somewhere, but my Hunter Vision doesn't suggest to me there's anything up there. I don't know how to get into this room. This may all be related to a future quest, too, so it doesn't have to be something I view right now. Yeah, that's the one, first one I approached. Alright, then I guess we're done with this place. In Peak District on the east side, unfortunately I cannot disable the legend, so this map is just super busy. Clicking that doesn't do anything. But we have shoot the rope and kill the enemy. Since I have an opening to record now, we're gonna go ahead and do this. An herbalist in trouble.
Meant to maliciously deprive him of his senses and cause him to take his own life in pain and madness. You are sentenced to death. by hanging all who use the services of Caravan the Swindler are to spend 2 fast days lying prostrate in church. To those who testify falsely, a reminder that the Divine watches and grants leniency to no one.
I think I saw something! It's the enemy!
I wasn't sure if I was coming up on a cliff edge because I saw the grass disappear. Oh! Why you guys swim? Okay, I believe I probably mentioned that a long time ago, but there's no swinging around like that in a fight. And I assume you were the one who's just reading out her death sentence, but we don't shoot you.
Driving a lord to insanity? Seriously?
You have a clever look in your eyes, so I hope you won't make me change my mind. I'm grateful for the help, but I'd rather hang than deal with fools.
What was this about then?
Lord Radish, with his brain overgrown with weeds from lying fallow, caused the harm on his own.
Was he looking for scapegoats?
He even found one, as you can see. He had me deliver an ointment for his horse. It was meant to heat up the body and stimulate the animal. It was a breeding stallion. You get the idea.
Did the poultice work?
Of course. Just as anything else I make. The problem lies in the fact that a dose prepared for a horse should not be taken by a man, even if he's dumber than a horse.
That must have hurt.
If he used as much as you use on a horse, then he's probably still running around without his breeches on.
Not cute, but acute. Will you manage, or is there something that you need?
What do they call you?
Robin Hood.
I'm Cavaret, and if someone here needs anything, it's you. Visit me in my hut beyond the hill. Take this as well. You can always expect safe haven and a place to sleep in my home.
I'll be seeing you, Catherine.
Yeah, let's take a look at that message. Balms, creams, and remedies. Warts will fade, blisters will dry, aches will abate. A man will work like an animal, and an animal will be smarter than a man. Come, see. All that you need can be found in my herbal assortment. It's south, and then we'll veer to the east to do the mines, since it's here. Mines also don't respawn, just like warehouses. At least, I haven't seen them. Okay, hold on. Not every mine. Most mines do not respawn. We take a look here. Areas such as maybe this pyrite or the silver, which was a quest, but many of the areas we've done, even the limestone quarry, had soldiers the first time and did not have soldiers following. But over here we have had soldiers respawn, but that is a camp that specifically says respawn. And here as well, it says it specifically respawns. Is this where I was headed? I don't think this is where I was headed. North? No, that's... I was heading to unlock that waypoint. So now we're going to head this way. But let's go ahead and touch the signpost to save the game. If I load, I probably won't take any damage. Then veer east. Whoop. Almost ran right into this guy. I wonder. This doesn't work. I'm gonna load. I'm deliberately not hitting him.
You're scared.
Try to round him up a little bit. Yeah! This is what I want to say.
Charge!
Oh, but I'm not standing on the pokey side of that barricade.
You're scared.
So it's 3 to 4 wolfmen versus 2 knights, and the wolfmen use poison, so I'm assuming the wolfmen will win. My XP. It was a lot more pain than it needed to be, but I wanted to do it. I like it when enemies fight each other. I knew he was throwing a potion. I was trying to hit him before that happened. Consuming multiple healing items at once doesn't necessarily heal you more if it's the overtime effect, but the Yarrow has an immediate replenishment. Okay, I think the other guys are heading back to go heal. I'll go and kill them. We've reached almost 20% in Peak District. I wouldn't normally record myself defeating one of these respawnable enemy camps, but once you reach 20% and 40%, there is a one-time cinematic for each benchmark for each region. We're keeping our distance away because that one across the camp will slowly start to turn towards us, and that makes it harder to assassinate him later. I don't have to stealth the mob, but something about it I like. Maybe it's like the satisfaction of finishing a jigsaw puzzle. There's one enemy patrolman that patrols from here to the opposite end of the camp. It's the one I'm staring at in the crosshairs right now. This one is stationary. This one is stationary. That's the one I wanted to avoid getting us spotted by. And this one just patrols between the tent and the outskirts. Wait for this one to turn around. Someone's mowing right outside my window right now. I hope you don't hear that when I'm speaking. They can see you if they are near enough to you in the bushes. One last one to go. I'm also going to grab the items right in front of him because I think it's weird. So he's staring right at this comfrey or something? Yeah. Yoink. He doesn't care.
The servile brute, Milton Hawke, has been appointed to the task of doing away with Robin and looking after Sandal Castle under threat of the outlaw's actions. Will force alone be enough to defeat the shrewd Robin?
Well, that's a pity. The footage didn't appear that time for me. So I'll insert my captions and then we'll put the video up in post-production again. That's really... I mean, I don't... Okay, fine. Alright, thanks, game. You can always tell the difference between my captions and the game's captions. With my captions, I put way down here to give you more view space. The game's captions, they put it up here So that makes it more, I guess, centered for you to watch. So we've hit those two. Let's try this one now. Alright, by process of elimination after hitting that brick. Is that one? That is the third brick I've had to hit. Okay, and here we go. Now I have to find out where the treasure is. I don't think it's in those houses over there. Could be. I don't know why they have to put the treasure in an unknown distance away with no clues as to where it is. I'm looking around for anything yellow. Of course, the vision lasts for such a short time, I have to just sit here and wait for the vision to appear again. So even the winner this is their reward. Just trying to find it like this. It's in these ruins. I see something that was an open hatch, perhaps. Maybe that's just a crate on its side. No, it's just a crate on the side, so this is not the prize. Here, this is not it. Yeah, I don't feel rewarded, nor do I feel challenged or satisfied with my completion here. Just want to peek in these houses real quick. I think it has anything to do with it.
You won't get
This house I can't interact with, that house I can't interact with, and this is just the bed house. We can rest. Oh, I see something yellow. Maybe this is it? Yeah, this is it. Okay, apparently there is another mechanism. But it could be another nearby ruins. So one of these probably leads here. I'll mark this and then we'll return to this spot. And that's that puzzle. Hopefully it's the same solution for you. We're going to approach this Royal Soldier Camp. A caravan patrols this... Okay, we're going to begin this Royal Soldier Camp. A caravan patrols, I know, at least here and in this region. It may very well loop all this way, but I have seen the caravan. I would load the game because I need to get that on camera. Since I believe caravans are also not repeatable. While I'm sieging that camp, depending on how long it takes, the caravan will likely to appear. If I stealth it, it'll definitely appear because of how long that takes. Earlier, I was just shooting all the bad guys down and the caravan appeared, so it's not that long. But it does seem to lap around the area. Must have been the wind.
They killed him.
Okay, I can sneak up on that. He's basically facing the rock. That guy coming out? Yeah, he is. The game doesn't really pathfind its patrol route, meaning that is just as close as anywhere else in the camp, as long as within a certain radius of the body. Oh, he almost spotted me. If he walked just a little bit closer, he would have seen me. Which I don't think I can catch up to him. My crawling is too slow.
I think I've heard something.
If this were other games, I could just reach up and pull him over the edge. And stab him there. This might be my chance to kill him. Well, actually, he... Darn it! I told you that they can see me in the bushes.
Get him.
Unfortunately, height disadvantage here. Even though I have the high ground, makes me just swing over his head.
Someone's here!
Thanks, game. Okay, see, I was in the middle of pulling an arrow at that time, and so he fired the arrow once the game unwound the camera. And then when I tried rolling backwards and jumping, I think because I was holding S before the camera finished pulling back, that he just hopped instead of going backwards. I still feel like I should hit R after every few shots, even if this is a bow. So far, I found 5 in Sherwood and 5 in Bardsdale, so there might be 5 per area. This is the 3rd region, Peak District. Actually, that didn't turn out so bad. I killed all the problematic soldiers. Now I can stab everyone else. For a second there, I thought they caught me. No, that's just my level up. Alright, there's one more patrolman, I think. Everyone else is standing still. tint first in case you can kind of see through it. I have enough to create a couple pieces of the level 3 camouflage armor, which also makes you move more silently. But I'm going to wait until I can get the whole set and see if it's even worth it. Because I don't want to start building a piecemeal, thinking, okay, it'll get better if I just finish the set, if I get everything else in it. Not that there's a set bonus for camouflage. I think it just, I don't think it gives you the set bonus that increases visibility or stealth. But what I mean is, let's say I build the chest piece, leggings, and gloves, and then I decide, okay, they're still spotting me or at too great a range. Maybe the boots would have fixed it. Or it's the other way, and I think, okay, well, if they're spotting me now, maybe if I work a little harder, I can fix it, and the boots never fix it. So I'm just gonna wait till I can build the whole thing. My bottleneck ingredient are the rare stuff like topaz, diamond, obsidian. I don't know if you can buy them anywhere. I have found a few, like this diamond here, but I'm hesitant to just spend it on that because everything else, all the other outfits, the universal, the mobility, melee, and ranged armor, that all requires the same resources. So if I spend it on camouflage and I'm not happy with it, I'm stuck with that. I can't build anything else for a long time. Is that everything? Alright, I guess that was... okay. And we managed to get the Caravan. So let's continue doing Peak District stuff. What is my bounty? I like the bounty system. I mean, it's not an active system like other games where you have a wanted thing and police officers chase you. No, it's just a scoreboard, essentially, of how well you've been doing in the game. We need to shoot the rope and kill the enemies in the southwestern part of Peak District. In the nick of time, as the heroes do.
Many thanks, Hooded One.
Don't mention it. But next time, you'll have to be more mindful of your head.
Keep this gold. You'll have more use for it.
Keep this gold for yourself.
Good luck on the road, stranger.
Royal Mischief. Wonder if they're all named the same thing. Probably not. Maybe not. Now we gotta tackle these quests. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 quests to hit. We are at 29% reputation in Peak District. This is actually the last warehouse, but we're gonna save that because I assume one of these 2 quests will target us there. Let's begin tackling these quests.
We've all got callous hands from all the work. Show us yours, stranger. Doesn't all the oppression make you ill?
You're preaching to the choir, friend.
The fruits of our labour haven't been landing in our larders for a long time now. All who stand here suffer hunger.
I'm sorry. I understand both you and your people's situation. Believe me.
The king and sheriff eat through everything. Then there's just suffering for people like my brother Noel, who was so hungry he stole bread from the sheriff's storehouse. Does that make him a thief or a hero?
He just looks hungry to me. That's human.
Human! Human! Not to the sheriff. Royal cutthroats are taking him to the dungeons. My men and I want to save him. Will you help us?
An angry mob and an attack on a prisoner transport. How could I say no?
Let's meet by the road when you're ready.
So these guys have weapons, and health bars. Well, you don't have a health bar, but maybe it's just because I have to talk to you.
Are you ready? The convoy is nearby.
You say you know what to do. Let's get started.
I assume he's not actually one of them because these guys all have hoods. I'll start with the regular. Oh, come on, gang.
I think I've heard something! Enemy spotted!
He automatically let loose that arrow once I fell. Good thing I missed that one. We started with 3 allies, we still have 3 allies. There's even people inside. That's a nice touch for the artwork. And the camp expanded. Okay, these are all good touches that mini games don't even do.
Thank you, stranger. They took it out of me in that prison. Speak to my brother. I had to pull myself together.
I see the resemblance.
What matters is you're alive and well. It's good to see a family together.
That's true. It makes you weller. You've done well, stranger. What do they call you?
Robin Hood. You handled yourself not so badly either. With a few more people like you, the sheriff's role will be cut tragically short.
Ha! Isn't that the truth? And let's keep to that sentiment. And you listen up, Noel. Never ever do such a fool thing without consulting anyone again.
You can resolve this between yourselves. What counts is no one was harmed.
We say this after we just murdered 5 guards.
That's true. The youngling will get his hide tamed.
Thank you. Travel back safely.
Thank you for helping Robin.
Apparently I never finished that camp either.
That's enough. Don't hurt me. That's all I had.
I don't intend to hurt you, my good man. What happened here?
I was coming back from the Conisbrook market. I got a pack full of food, exchanged what I could for gold, and then headed home.
And you didn't get there. Did they rob you?
Blasted outlaws. I can barely scrape by, and I must feed my little daughter. I bought her a toy, a doll. They even took that.
You made it out alive. You'll be able to look after your child. If all goes well, you'll go home with your gold and doll.
I don't understand, my lord.
I'm no lord. They call me Robin Hood. Tell me which way the bandits went, and I'll come back with what they stole.
Thank you, mate, Robin. They're to the caves over there.
Rest here, and wait until I come back.
And I did see this doll earlier. Well, and we'll see if the cave has respawn. It's the giant Sons of Adam camp. Pick up a doll with the letter A carved into it. Piece of cake. Yeah, we just took down a carriage. He could take that carriage. Also, those outlaws or bandits or whoever I sided with, they could take the knight's armor. Even if it's scratched up and holes are put in it, it's still better than nothing.
How are you feeling? Can you make it back on your own?
It's better, I'll manage. Did you find those bastards?
I did. They had some gold on them.
And the doll? Did you find that too?
And the doll. I found that too.
Thank you, Robin. My Mary doesn't have much in life, but now I'll at least see a smile on her face. I'll never forget it. If you ever pass by our home, you'll be a welcome guest.
Thank you. Till we meet again, and safe travels.
Next up, this quest here. Let's find our way up this mountain. Okay, this is a different area. I have never... Apparently I must have missed these ruins as well. But it looks interesting enough that I think we'll keep this as footage. That's the one I shot, right? Yeah, it is. Not sure what exactly it did. Did it rotate this? No, I can rotate it by myself. Well, let's see if we match these up. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes these are fake, and I don't know why and how you're supposed to tell it's fake. So 3 is a diamond, 1 is tic-tac-toe. Find the 3, make it a diamond. 1 was tic-tac-toe, which is this, so I'll just rotate the middle ring. And something must have been wrong. I see we have 3 diamond, 1 tic-tac-toe, and I just cycled through the entire branch of number 2. So we also have 1 crosshairs and 2 bow. Let's change the 1 to a crosshair and see if that changes anything. Actually, let's change 2 to bow first. Alright, then we'll make 1 crosshair. That lowers the bridge, which probably helps me with the mirror. I just need to find the starting mirror. The starting mirror can be found by looking for the one without the lid on top of it, and then you just rotate it till it catches the sun. Okay, I assume I jump onto that side and then... See, even it didn't start with the sun, so I can't lean it on that. I have to find something on this side, such as that. I'm assuming that is such a pedestal. I don't know what this does. Does it rotate that mirror? That's probably what that does. Oh, okay, so I'll need that with it. That is not a mirror. That's the Sons of Adam camp in that direction. Sometimes you have to solve little puzzles before other mirrors pop out. I don't currently see one, but let's wiggle this ray beam around a little bit and maybe we'll spot it as we do so. Oh, I 100% hit shift. And it was a tap too, because I've gotten proficient at just tapping it for this game, but I need to make little spurts. No, it's probably that. Heard the hiss, is it? So that. Oh, it is bouncing off of that. All right, now I need to find where the treasure is. Over here. It might very well be. Whoops. That's fine. I was gonna map and teleport to that waypoint, but falling down, sure, that works. No, that's... Okay, this is not it. At least I don't believe it is. That's where Hob was. Let's look on this side of the mountain real quick as we climb back up. Not all the puzzles are that level of interesting. I mean, it wasn't super duper incredibly must-have interesting, but it was more interesting than many of the puzzles we've seen. I just need to find out where the treasure is. Wondering if it was near the Adams camp, but I didn't see it right there either. So when I try to find treasure belonging to a puzzle, I just sort of make like a snail shell pass. I just keep rotating, spiraling outward. Maybe this is it. I think I hear some metal getting hit, so there's a fight somewhere near me that I should join in.
Pin him down!
Well, there's an interesting diversion, but definitely not what I was looking for. Make sure we stay in that region. I ended up fighting my way across that field there. The little dirt patch in front of us is the little stone hedge area. With a person guarding it, entombed for all eternity, I suppose. Until someone liberates him and his treasure. Adam camp. It's the ring. Look, while I have pointed out that ruins rarely make sense, these puzzle ruins, at least have the treasure next to it. Okay. This isn't... This isn't linked to a ruin. Is this near Renaud's? Is this next to Renaud's? Yeah, there's Renaud's camp. That was a very, very large mirror puzzle. So I don't think this one's linked. Is it? Maybe not. If this one has doors, then... There's a door. Have I solved this one already? Man. Well, it is linked here. I'm guessing I've solved it, but... Alright. Still, I don't think it's related to what I'm looking for. Sometimes they are. Sometimes you have to solve multiple puzzles to get to one thing. We'll leave it alone for right now, under the assumption it is not related. But it could be. It very well could be. I really don't think that was the... I really don't think that opened up this right here. I think if I had just walked underneath, I would have found it. So what we'll do is, I'll run up to this checkpoint and make a save. Where is the checkpoint? It's right here. And then I'll double check the loading and see if it's accessible. So I'll go to load game, and I'll select the previous time we hit this checkpoint, which is probably this one right here. It's a little different lighting, so it's hard to tell. And for all I know, it didn't actually open up the treasure yet. That might have just been step 2 of the puzzle. Yeah, we can just walk right underneath here. That wasn't it either. And there's Hob. That's how you know we've loaded our old save. Okay, let's go back to the current save and see if I can find this treasure. Hopefully, loading the game didn't mess up my ability to get the treasure. I haven't ever experienced anything like that yet. But loading does reset certain things, such as the poison gas traps, puzzles. The green and brown bars that you've set stay in place, but the puzzle itself, the rest of it resets for what it's worth, which won't stop you at all if you needed to get back in. We can see here that loading the current save, the mirror is no longer shining into that. So the rope is burned. I just need to figure out where we're leading to. This arrow just points that it lowered that bridge. Like, this is the most helpful thing that the game does, is if it's a outer inner ring puzzle, it points you in the direction of the... Oh, geez, it's right here, right underneath everything. I mean, I'm gonna keep that. I look foolish, but I'm gonna keep that. Only because it might be good content right there. Hopefully it's not infuriating. I think sometimes looking foolish is good for the video. Okay. Now we need to head back, and where was the mirror one? It's like around here. I'm gonna double check whether or not this... There it is. I'm gonna double check whether or not I've solved this one. If I have solved it, then I'll just cut back to where we were at. Might be too far for it to hit. I don't see a closer one anywhere. Okay, I think we've solved it. I see the rope there. No, I haven't solved this one. Apparently it's not even a puzzle ruin. It's just a puzzle that exists in the natural world here. Got real foggy, but at least the beam is still working. I figure out where this next beam should be going. It won't veer more to the right. How about left? Is there anything to the left of me? So it's a very narrow pass. So seeing the range of where the beam can go, clue you in where you should look for the next mirror. I seriously don't see it. Like, I want to hit it to that mirror, but it definitely does not turn that well. But maybe it's just because I didn't angle the prior beam well enough. Which sometimes takes fine-tuning from a couple previous mirrors, but generally you don't have to go more than one. I see that one, and I see one further to the right. I don't think I can reach all that way, right? Oh, I could. We'll start with this one, because I assume the other one in the distance is way too far. I need to find something that turns that door. It's a little surprising that this is not listed as a puzzle ruin on my map. But it is a very extensive mirror array. Okay, apparently this just exists to not be climbed on. Why do you bother putting it in here, game? Just make players hop there. I didn't expect them to mantle that. I mean, the rope is right there, but I have to bounce it all the way around to get to it. Do I have to go all the way? Do I have to go all the way around the mountain with this mirror? No, that is at this one. That's probably way too far for the beam to hit. Not catch it anything. That rock looks very suspiciously placed. Point them in a general direction of where we might catch some light to help us aim and fine-tune things. So I probably aim at that rock right there. We have so many other mirrors over there. I don't know what they're all leading to, but they must lead to something. There must be a reason why they exist. We cannot possibly hit that one. So what would it be aiming to? Is that one in the distance? Can't tell. No, it's just weeds. I can't reach that one right there. Or that far one. I don't think it reaches at all. So our next step is left here. But I'm not sure what we should be pointing at. To go across, so we have to go across these rocks. I can't stand there because then I block the beam, so I can't see what I'm doing. I can't see what I'm doing here because the camera. Robin Hood, he has fire. I have fire arrows game. I don't need to do this mirror stuff, but it's not a valid option to shoot the rope with the mirror with the fire arrow. You must use the mirrors. This is probably seriously a actual puzzle ruin, but the game probably just forgot to mark that on the map or something. Because this is way more detailed than some of the puzzle ruins I've seen. Alright, let's see if we can bounce that. Stay out of the way. Nope, can't bounce it to that one. How about that one over there? If I can, it's going to take a little bit more finagling of the ray beam. It would suck if night fell while I was working on this, because then you leave and the puzzle gets completely reset. It hasn't happened to me yet before. But I do know that walking away from the puzzle enough does make the puzzle reset. Because I was just moving south, I messed with some mirrors. I'd messed with some mirrors on the puzzle, finished it, and then ventured south of it. I guess that's not the way it needs to go. And by the time I came back, the puzzle was reset fully. Bogus that the mirror doesn't highlight for me either. I really would have thought that's it. That is the perfect range for these mirror puzzles. I might have to fine-tune it a bit more. Is there anything up there? I don't see anything, but that is where this mirror wants to hit. Sometimes these are a little annoying. That's why I haven't really included very many of the puzzles in the footage. I guess that's not the way. It's so close, though. Where do you want to point? I really don't think it's that one. I don't know how you possibly get the ray beam to shine and go through this one. fine-tune a couple more beams then. I don't know if that really helped at all. Oh, it helped a little bit. It helped a little bit. Just can't see what I'm doing. I still can't see. Okay, here we go. Arr. Assuming that is the correct way to go. Wait, there's another mirror. Right? This is a mirror? Yeah, this is probably it right here. You're not catching anything, so it might not be the right one. We'll wiggle that far one a little bit, though. You think also Robin Hood would get some glass or his own mirror? Yeah, I'm not catching anything on it. Maybe I do have to hit that one. There right before I left. I don't know if I just skipped a mirror or if that's a red herring, but... Okay. I still wanted to defeat this enemy camp. Well, this is where we're near Pillsbury Castle. We'll head that way instead, and we'll take care of this on the way south. That was pretty extensive. What we got to munch on? How about some rolls? Cheese.
Hey, you in the hood. You look capable. You got a moment to spare.
Do you accost everyone who comes along like that?
Everyone that doesn't carry royal colours and a dull look in their eyes.
You're eloquent, but I'm not easy to talk over.
Sharp wit and tongue. Very good. Tell me, what do you make of the king's men?
What I make of them leads people straight to the gallows.
Excellent, for you see, my name is Roll. I work the stables and I have a problem.
I had a feeling you would.
There's a certain thick-headed individual by the name of Christian, a royal knight by the Lord Grace, a right bastard, to put it briefly.
Does he beat you? Steal from you?
If only he just beat. We, stable workers, are used to abuse. They all fancy cracking the whip every now and again. What can you do?
Get to the point, please.
That whole Christian takes so much wheat from us, we can hardly put anything on our plates, let alone in the horses' troughs.
And there's the problem.
There indeed. My poor princess has been starving for weeks. I've been taken out of my own mouth to feed her.
Princess?
Well, yes, my mare princess. She's a beauty. She's a smart one. If I had a wife, I'd want her to be just like her.
Better not tell her that.
You're right, princess might feel insulted.
That's not what... Oh, never mind. Best you tell me what I can do about that whole Christian.
Nothing about him. If something happens to him, they'll burn half our village to the ground. But if you got into the warehouse where he keeps supplies...
Yes?
Well, that's the most difficult part. The warehouse is hidden behind a high wall. I've no idea how to get past it, but someone with your eye might find a solution. What matters most is that you break in. There are few guards there.
I see. Sounds doable.
Great. Once you find a way in, come back and let me know. I'll band our people together, and we'll take back what's rightfully ours.
Anything else?
There are also servants inside. No harm can come to them. Besides, they might have an idea of how to enter the warehouse without arousing suspicion.
I'll come back to you once it's all done.
We had another quest in town. And then the warehouse itself.
There I better not be.
It's over here. We did hit this actually. That's correct. I remember now. I just wasn't able to get inside. Speak to the servants.
Who are you? A bandit or what?
You're perceptive, my good man. I need to get inside the warehouse.
The warehouse is locked, and for a good reason.
Are you that loyal to your lord?
Nah, locked up Marina for a while to give her a hard time.
I don't understand.
It's just a pastime of ours. Let me put it this way. Solve my riddle, and you'll find your key.
I don't have time for such games.
No other way. Listen. In a kingless kingdom, striped dancers leap with glee. By the side of a queen, an iron key you will see.
Anything else?
Good luck.
Count your blessings you're not a royal, else you would end up sorry.
I don't know what he's talking about. It's not the outhouse. I kind of wondered if it was. By the side of a queen. As far as something in town, like a tavern, these are not lootable. A bee. No? Okay, yeah. Let's try talking to him real quick, see if he has anything to say now that I've got the key.
What? You forget the riddle? Oh, don't look at me like that. Listen closely. In a kingless kingdom, striped dancers leap with glee. By the side of a queen, an iron key you will see.
Nitwit, I'll scratch your eyes out.
You don't mean me, I hope.
Who in the blazes are you? No, not you. Where's that sorry excuse for a jester?
He's somewhere around. Are you all right?
Yes, thank you, my good lord. I've been here since morning and I'm fuming.
I won't stand in your way.
I think I shot that to get inside in the first place. Shooting that lever opened up these doors here. Also, when I helped free Noel from the carriage, the hostage caravan. Let's see, where's this? We got a sturdy sword as a quest reward.
And, did you make it?
Not so loud. Yes, I did. For now, the warehouse stands unattended. Get yourself sorted and go take whatever you can carry.
Orders and plans only turn out to be as good as the people who carry them out. Put up against the wall, Milton Hawke will do his best to keep Sandal Castle in the Sheriff's power.
1,000 thanks. I I forgot to ask. What do they call you?
Okay, hold on. Slapping the metal was stupid, but I like that they at least added the sound effect to go with it.
Robin Hood.
Robin, as long as the master's not around, feel free to use his estate as shelter. You'll find a warm bed there. I've a debt of gratitude to you, so you can count on free rides too.
Thanks, Raoul. I could use both a bed and a horse. Now go hurry. I don't know how much time you have.
We'll see if it's actually free ride.
Thank you for your help. I'll say hello to Princess from you.
Please do, and may she steer you in the right direction.
But this was not active before the quest. Nope, it still costs. I mean, it costs a very tiny sum. Food costs more than that.
You won't get deals like these anywhere else.
We had another quest. We just need to veer our way through the town to go that. Go left, and out. So this town is comprised of 3 fortresses. Oh, that's the warehouse. Let's just hop on out. Unfortunately, I can't go across that bridge because it's got a railing on it. But I have unlocked all the doors. Unlocking all the doors was kind of a process. Guards on the other side of this hill.
A group of outlaws operating in Sherwood Forest has been known to seize assets, tax collectors, and unlawful.
Hunger line of death. We're near a rescue. I don't see anything, but it says it's dead ahead of me. I suggest it's very close. Is it the tax collector? Might be the tax collector. He's stuck on my radar. I think that's what it is. Okay, well, we need to head back to town. Double check. Yeah, there's no quests here. I don't see anything that looks like a cross on my map.
I haven't a thing left in the larder.
It's a little distracting. So I try to navigate by it's on the other side. By my compass.
Subjects are ordered to remain in their homes unless they are disappointed.
People help! They're killing my man! Have mercy!
Killing? Is he under attack?
Worse, a royal order will send him right to his grave. Sent a pox upon him.
What has the justly ruling come up with this time?
He told our people to go hunt outlaws in the local woods. My Tenny, going after outlaws?
Is he not in the militia?
Pah, as if. Recently, he soldiered up a bruise at the tavern and earned a hunchback during his campaign across the cabbage field.
I see. And now?
Now he's back at the house half dead, beaten up all over by those fiends from the forest. There's a throng of them, that's for sure.
Are you talking about the forest spirits? The men in wolf pelts?
Yes! If someone doesn't get rid of them, the royals will come back and hang our men for insubordination.
Sounds like their way of rewarding effort. I'll take care of it.
Someone has to do the hunting. Collect the forest built out and get back to Royce.
And, did you manage?
Those bandits are now harmless, so your husband is safe.
Thank you, Hooded One. You've saved his life.
He still needs to get better.
How could he not? I'll look after him, he'll recover. Besides, he shouldn't be fooling about. There's work to do at the farm, no time to lie around.
With an attitude like that, he's bound to soon be back on his feet.
Safe travels!
That was something like around here. Veer down south and take care of Gib Hill Barrow. The good quality, that's everything blue, or second tier, I filled up on my chest that has nothing but second tier blacksmithing tools. So I created another set of second tier armor. I really like the look of this one, but I appreciate the value of the sprint one far more. However, for purpose of recording, we'll go ahead and use this one. I did finally craft another hood and cloak. I have 22 unique materials, that's what they're called, and it's cost 2 each. I'm not worried about the unique material cost, though that I don't have no way of getting more. What I'm actually worried about is the inventory cost. So by creating 2 more items, I have filled up my inventory slots by 2 more squares. I also worry, if I weren't recording, I would definitely use this outfit, this cloak and melee, the hood and cloak version of the melee outfit. But because I am recording, it is completely black. And I have just uploaded a test file on YouTube to see how well it looks, and it is okay. Still, this is actually my favorite appearance of it, and it's not because I'm trying to be dark and edgy. I do generally dress in black for professionalism purposes in the real world. Back before I quit to try to do YouTube full time. And I don't know, I do like the look of this. I just hope that it appears correctly or well in the video footage. Quest, pour all over. Is it these guys? I didn't even get a chance to talk to them. I was trying to roll forward because it looked like he was about to throw poison at me.
Help us, please.
This is just a mess right here. I stared at the sun so I could loot without talking to anybody.
In the darkest of times, you've been our ray of hope.
The stories don't do you justice.
Yeah,
You've
so
saved us.
in the very first episode, I talked to one of my own townspeople, and they told me to buzz off. That's putting it nicely. And by the time I had finished that episode, I figured, okay, that's probably because my reputation in Barnesdale was low. Still, there's no reason for your own merrymen to say that to you. Because my reputation in Peaks District is enough to do the liberation quest, these people like me.
My lord, heavens themselves send you!
I came from the forest much like they did, I assume. It doesn't take much to provoke the sons of Adam. But what have you done here?
It's a curse and punishment.
Why do you say that?
'Cause you see, my lord.
It's just Robin.
'Cause you see, Robin. Misery haunts us for months. There's no one left to work in the village. They took all the able boys into the army. Whoever's left has to work for 3, and we're still starving.
It's difficult for everyone. Why would you think the spirits were a punishment?
The hard times led us to digging up this hill. It's said they used to bury pagans around it.
So you thought they were buried with their treasures.
What else?
What do they call you?
Elias.
Listen, Elias, and don't interrupt, or I'll summon more spirits from the forest.
My lord, don't!
Robin, what's become of this land? No peace even after death? And you'd find nothing apart from a few beads and a rusty sword.
But they're pagans.
So what if they're pagans? A person is a person. He's lying there to be left alone. Would you dig up your mother's grave?
But me mum's alive and well.
Good for her, but that's not what I mean, and you know it.
I do, but we thought.
You thought wrong. If you can't feed your mouths, send whoever you can to my village. They'll find both beds and work there.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you.
While you're at it, Do tell your people that we're building a better Sherwood. But now go back home, and I better not catch any of you digging up graves again.
But I get to dig up the grave. Locked from the other side. Okay, that's not it. This is a different... This is... Is someone inside? Is that what it is? Who was alerted to my presence? I don't detect anybody. Oh, there's some fighting going on over this direction. I'm gonna turn to him, Robin. You took my XP. I need that. Where's that archer? Okay, there's someone in there. So how do I get inside? I see nothing on the map that might hint that I can get inside that way. That's the entrance that requires access from the inside. This is the quest zone. So yeah, I've covered both of the planes or whatever. The game is pretty good about telling you where you should investigate just by the map alone. Oh, and I did double check this mirror puzzle. That is I would consider this puzzle right here. So this whole thing. Okay, I guess southward. Did we hit all the? No, we've got a couple. We got some over here. Okay, let's do that. But yeah, I would have long put on these black hood and cloak, but I worried it would make it for a bad video because it might not appear very well.
"88, 89, 90. Ah, fine. Half a furlong give or take."
I see the king's men can't boast precision even without a bow.
How do you know who I am? What's it to you?
Absolutely nothing. I recognize the uniform. The ruler likes all things uniform.
Would you not mock me? I don't belittle your profession, do I?
Because I'm good at my profession. I'm an outlaw, and I rob the likes of you. Would you like to see?
Do you just... help?
Stop shouting. I won't take from the poor. Who are you anyway?
Bartholomew, they call me. I am a royal surveyor. They sent me here to keep the Lord's daughter from thinking about me.
And was she thinking about you when you were close by?
And how? As was I. Everything reminds me of her. The hue of limestone like her tender cheek. The May lily carrying the allure of her skin.
All right. I understand.
I was even thinking of using the local Lover's Cove.
Listen.
What purpose is there to my work if I've been deprived of Clarice?
No, seriously, listen. There's something coming.
There is. As if...
Forest spirits.
I knew we were going to be all right.
I wasn't so sure.
Now it makes sense. It fits the legends.
What legends?
There is a Lover's Cove nearby.
You mentioned him. I hope the bandits knocked some sense into you.
You helped them a little. They say no one's ever used the cove, because some mysterious force has always made the lover return home, to a happy love.
Do you believe that?
I believe I didn't get torn to shreds thanks to you. Thank you, Hooded One. I'm going back home. I've nothing more to lose. Take this with my thanks.
If these days.
Onward. Thanks, game. Is it inside this thing? Yeah, it is.
A hood steals away your face, but it can't take your destiny.
Say what?
You are a man with a heart of gold, but you suffer with a life of turmoil.
Where did this conversation come from?
Listen and use the wisdom. Your spirit speaks through the lips of a wise man.
I'd rather it spoke through mine. Are you all right?
I'm joshing you. Oh, gods, I overdid it with the potion. It's about to rip my head off.
I don't want to know what was in that.
I wouldn't tell you. It's a mystery of the druids.
Are you a druid?
No, fool, I'm a hermit, but I hold a mystery of the druids.
If you say so.
Help me before I start seeing things again. Listen while I'm holding on.
Excuse me?
Find me 3 big bunches of berries. I need to eat them to counter what's currently happening to me. Unlimited power. Head full. Only thought.
Focus, man. You look like you're almost done for. What do those berries look like?
My life shall be eternal in the dreams of butterfly. Berries! Yes, blue ones with a white dot on the bottom, sometimes on the side.
Have you just described Bishop's weed? Well, fine. You look like you're dying.
You don't even say that. Now I'll have to do battle with my mortality. You know nothing. Hurry.
I'll be back soon.
Wait!
For God's sake.
Before you go, tell me one thing.
My patience is at its limit, I swear.
Tell me, is there no time like the present or the past? Or is it just tense?
Look for the answer to that question within you. I have work to do.
I need 12, huh?
I used to drink wine with a drop of nightshade with Marion, but that's a different level. Good times.
It'll probably just be easier to retreat back to base and get to 12 Bishop's Weed. Let's head to this one and see what they need.
What a ruin! His noble lordship, my rear end.
Are you here by the Lord's order?
By what else? A real favor he's done us. Shame to even mention it.
Maybe you will anyway. I have the time.
What do they call you?
Robin.
I'm Brawner. You see, my husband Richard is an exceptional fisher. He can pull salmon out of a puddle. Point him to a pond, and you can have your fill in fish.
My congratulations.
Yes, it sounds idyllic. But my husband's legs ail him. It all started with an accident in his youth.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's no disaster to us. You just need to stick him in a boat, and not even 10 stat men would keep up with him.
So what's the issue?
This shack is the issue. We're had at least to us by the Lord. It's closer to the shore for Richard, which makes everything easier for me because I can take the fish to town while he does his work.
But it's not possible to live here yet.
That's clearly the problem. My husband will get here in a few days. For now, he's at a medic's.
Maybe I can help.
We've got delays in our deliveries. I should be taking care of restoring this place, cooking something. It's all on me.
I could assist with fixing this place up.
Could you? While I can handle everything here, chopping down trees is just well beyond me.
It's a rather damp area. You will need the right type of wood to prevent immediate deterioration of the structure from the moisture.
That's it. That's the kind of know-how I needed around here. If you know what is what, Robin, please bring me the right wood for construction, and I'll take care of the rest.
And some reed for isolation.
That too. You weave that into coats that go under the beams. Yeah.
Precisely. I can tell you have a good grasp of it. I'll bring you the materials while you see to the other duties.
I'll start getting ready for the repairs. But first I'll make my specialty brew. Some have said it would bring the dead back to life.
I'd hate to miss out on that, so I'll be back soon.
35 spruce and 10 mortar. Okay. Well, we'll have to buy the mortar. And the spruce our lumber mill produces. Let's head on back. Is that everything to take from her before she renovates the house? Go get that stuff from my village. I'm bringing the materials for both Branwen and the Hermit. Yeah, I definitely feel the change in sprint speed without my... When I look cool, that's gotta be worth something.
Do you have the materials, Robin?
I've got everything you'll need. Can you repair your new home?
Don't insult me. Of course I can. I've had more challenging tasks on my plate.
In that case, I wish you fruitful work, Browen.
Where are you off to? You were supposed to taste my brew. I won't let you leave empty-handed. Take this.
Thank you.
I thank you too. Come back later, and you'll get to meet Richard too. You will always be welcome to buy some fresh fish from us, and have a place to sleep here if nightfall surprises you.
That's mighty neighborly of you. I'll visit you again.
Instead of zooming out to do this loading screen, just make it happen. No loading screen, please. Apparently Richard is a big gambler. Oh, maybe that's Richard back there. Alright, she sells, unsurprisingly, fish. It's a stable master, alright. Formed a little outpost for me. Not that I will need this particular outpost.
Were you the one who helped my beloved Rowan?
She would have managed just fine on her own, but yes, I brought the lumber.
Thank you, my good man. Perhaps thanks to your aid, these savage outlands will make for a pleasant home.
That I wish for you, Richard the Fisher.
Yeah, this kind of stuff I like. I think it would be awesome if we were able to essentially form an outpost by doing these kind of quests. Not just this, I'm talking about an actual village, just watching it grow around us as we complete things such as securing the area, gathering lumber. Yes, I know we constructed our own base way back there in Robin's village, but there's something different about it having NPCs lead the charge while I help them out. So she gave me blacksmith's chest. She didn't give me any brew? Okay. Seems to be everything here. Hit T and it automatically takes me to the next queued up quest, as long as I probably don't save and load. If you load, I'm pretty sure it doesn't remember what your most recent quests were. I like that he has a bottle in his hand as well.
Hey, are you there?
Are we anywhere at all?
These are magical fruit. Eat them all. It's important.
I don't know if I want to. I have it good here. I see more than kings do atop their highest thrones.
Listen to me carefully. If you don't eat these berries right now, I'll turn you into a toad.
You don't have that kind of power.
Are you sure you want to find out?
Well, I don't. No.
That's what I thought. Eat, not wait.
Good, sweet. The colors are getting back to normal.
That's good. Give it a moment.
And you don't have leaves on your face.
Only in some legends. Feeling better.
Yes, thank you. Although I can't hide that it was pleasant.
To you, definitely. What are you doing here except seeking the divine?
Why, precisely so, and nearly exclusively so. I am a hermit. Call me Pate.
Pate, the Hermit.
Good day, pardon?
So that's what it's like to talk to you. I'll leave you to your hermitage.
Wait, Robin, I forgot to thank you for your aid.
How do you know my name?
Reaching out to the divine, you said it yourself.
Very well. I don't need a reward. I'm just glad you're back to no. I'm just glad you're back.
Me too, but I'll fly again. I hear the call. You, however, deserve a reward. Take this prescription.
Thank you.
Yes, it's a good word and a rare prescription. If you ever find a plant or mushroom you can't identify, bring it to me. I can do something about that.
I'll do that. Be well, Pate. And take care of yourself. I mean it.
We did find 3 mushrooms. I wonder if that's anything. We found Odo's mushrooms, Bennett's mushrooms, and Theo's mushrooms. Mystical stone. Did he give us this? Okay. He didn't give us a letter, right, or anything, but no, he did not. It's strange to me that we got so much reputation from helping the hermit.
Welcome, Robin.
Nope, you got nothing to do with my mushrooms. Yoink. I'll take that as my reward. Okay, so I guess we're done with Peak District. I'm surprised that we are so low on reputation after clearing everything out. What were we at? 68. Yeah, but everything is done. All the quests, all of these areas have a little green flag by them. Yeah. Oh wait, there's 2 quests. Oh wait, I can't do that. I was gonna say. Yeah, I can't cross this river until we probably embarked on the story. At some point we had picked up this mystical stone. I don't believe it came from Pate the Hermit because I looked at the footage where I turned in the quest to him and it doesn't seem to be from that, but I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to keep track when I'm playing the game because I'm trying to pay attention to the dialogue so that I can hit the next button so that the next voice line starts playing. So I'm not watching the top right of the screen where all the quest rewards are rolling in. It's not that. That probably leads inside, but we need to find the actual way in. Take a look at the map again. It says it could be anywhere within this region. That's a little bit annoying to tell me that. Try checking. I mean, the key itself is just the epicenter of the circle. Doesn't necessarily mean it's in this region. I don't see anything that's selectable in this region. Just a little cage for treasure. It's not the way in. Okay, we did cross that path a few times. Okay, we'll glance at that as well. Alright, so we'll run left first.
Was it you who saved that good-for-nothing?
It's me. He promised to fix all the damage. How's that going?
Better than winning money at dice. That's for sure.
So much for that. The bandit shouldn't be troubling you anymore.
What have I done? I must get to repairing the house.
Do that and stop jumping at easy money. Make it yourself, because you don't win at it with dice.
I know that now. I just hope Rowena will forgive me.
Pull your home together for one. That'd be a good step.
Alright, so we checked that. Let's continue to explore this region. I mean, this is a large thing to ask me to cover. I doubt it's this. This probably leads to a bridge just as marked on the map. So we'll hit this, and then that. Just keep checking around. This is one of the ruins. It's one of the gas ruins. Let's double check that I've solved it. Yeah, looks like I solved it. Going north. Don't see any doors here. East. That's out of range. Then we'll head south. Those are some of my merry men. I helped them fight some soldiers a little bit ago. That's the locking the other side door, I would hope. Oh, jeez, okay. Oh yeah, does happen to be the spot I was heading to. Never mind. Then that was correct. I was thinking I was gonna have to be embarrassed. I just want to try to stealth kill him. Probably not going to happen. I'm probably just going to get pincered. Facing here. Can I get him first? Yes! Okay, Tim Allen. Let's check there's no way around him first by killing this other guy. get everything out of this room right here? Okay. What was it? I thought it might have... Oh, yeah. Book. Excellent. That's taken care of. Okay, we've started peeking into the Midlands, and there's actually a pretty interesting location right here. While it is marked as some sort of structure on your map, it's not necessarily designated as a ruin, so people might overlook this. It's not particularly difficult, it's just a little bit more interesting than the puzzles we've seen, such as push 1 out of 12 bricks. That was horrible. Alright, so we gotta shoot to this lever. Now, one thing I will say is that whoever designed this dungeon / puzzle, also the sound is all sorts of broken as usual. Whoever designed this puzzle, you would have thought that they would at least note that you're constantly clipping your bow. Because here I have to aim down. Obviously we're clipping through the wall here. Which then allows us to shoot this one, and then again we're clipping through the wall here. Which allows us to get the treasure. It's a little tiny thing, and it wasn't very long, so I can see why they didn't designate it as a puzzle room. But I found this more interesting than the puzzle ruins that the game gives me. In an unmarked location here in Midlands, to the southeastern side of it, we have a magic potion and a bunch of people here. Not quite sure what this is all about.
Did everyone drink this mixture?
I didn't drink a thing. I don't know anything. I won't be speaking to a tree.
I'm not... No, never mind. Are you all right? You don't seem well.
It's good, so bright and good, right and green.
Pardon?
Your face is running. It sank into the hood.
I think I know what's happening here.
A hood covers your face. Or does your face cover your hood?
You'd best have a lie down, good man.
You don't have Tracker 3 unlocked. Press speed to learn more about the required skills after you leave the conversation. I'll leave the potion here for now as part of the quest, and I guess we'll come back to this later. Let's see, Tracker 3. Alright. I guess we'll be back. I didn't know that some of the quests were locked behind something like that. Okay, I know I just got this new shiny armor, and unfortunately Robin never stays still long enough for you to see the front of it, but it actually looks pretty cool. That was just to get rid of some blue items. Well, unfortunately I'm maxed out on green items on my storage chest, so we're going to go and craft our tier 3 armor. I did just recently find a second obsidian, in fact in the very first army camp of the Midlands, the last area. We're going to go and create camouflage. I'm going to see what the difference is. I'm going to use a checkpoint and then walk up to an enemy in both my normal armor, well, I mean this armor, the unenhanced camouflage armor, and then the camouflage armor, and see if there's a noticeable difference. We're going to craft each one, and then I'm going to max it out. I haven't completely decided if this is what we're going to be sticking with. Let's go ahead and upgrade these. And then we're going to go and slap these in. So here's level 1, yeah. 1, yep, making sure I'm not wasting any. This required 2 level 2s. There we go. So the total visibility reduction 7.5 plus 3 plus 4.5 plus 3. That's 18% visibility reduction and 22.5% noise reduction. My base stats from my skills are just 10% each. Apparently right-clicking on this menu doesn't work. I think it's because it's trying to drop it in the little box here, but you can never put anything in there. Right-clicking here will work. I don't look as cool. I definitely do not look as cool. It does reflect the changes. Yeah, 18% plus the 10%, that's 28% visibility reduction and 32.5 noise reduction. Let's actually test this out. That's my noise range. It looks basically the same. It's okay, right now it's at his foot. Kind of starting at his foot. Let's swap that out again. It's basically at his foot still. This is my camouflage armor. Okay, let's stand in front of him. Thankfully he's pretty much standing still. He doesn't seem to be patrolling. Let's see when he notices us. Let's get on the face to the side, where we're not in the bushes. I don't want to be in the bushes. There, I've rotated him. All right. So this is where we're at in camouflage. Okay, that's a little bit of a creep distance, but it's hard to see. But it's right there where the crosshairs are. That's where we were with the camouflage. So right now, if I step forward, he can kind of see me. When I equip the camouflage, we get this much. Wait, did I get the boots on? Yes. Up to this bush line. Then he can see me. So it's okay. It is something. I'm not sure how good it is. Let's find out how good it is when we're in the bushes in front of him. This is a decent enough range. When this guy right there returns to the bushes, he'll stand about there. I am currently in the camouflage outfit. So I was able to get, we'll say, a third of the bush away from him. Now we'll try without the camouflage outfit and see how much of a change that is. That's not that much different. Okay. I haven't quite decided if this is what I want. Go away. Go away, dude. I swiped you in the chest, but your head comes flying off. And maximum enemy level vulnerable to execution +3. I'm level 40 at the moment, and even if I didn't execute him, I have 400% execution attempt damage. Assuming 999 is max, then I will almost always do that much. Now, I don't always critically hit an enemy, so it really depends on the critical hit, which I've raised as high as I possibly can, 31% chance. I don't see any more critical chance. There's 10% critical damage right here. But I've definitely gone to Path of Shadows and Dexterity as my favored classes. We did Endurance a little bit in the beginning, just to make sure I wouldn't die. When you do die in the game, you just have to select load. There's no there's no respawning or anything, which of course makes sense. Typically games will just say like, you got knocked out, here you are. No, in this game you just load. We did a lot of arrows so that I could try to stealth kill enemies with my archery. We haven't done much in craftsmanship. I did initially go this way to get these deep pockets, and we used that to advance in the path of the blade. Some of these are things such as sword special damage, which I don't really use. I don't really use these sword special attacks. They do exist, but right now I just have kick. And the reason I haven't gotten these skills, I'd rather get more percentage to my basic attacks. I am getting to the point where I have enough skill points to spend on stuff like special attacks, and maybe I should have done so earlier, but I didn't feel that there was an overwhelming need to do so. And I was not impressed with kick. The enemy always blocks it. If the enemy doesn't have a block ability, then I don't need to kick. I can just swing at him. Kick does basically nothing to me. I thought I might be able to do something with enemy shields in that vein, because they block my kick and maybe they'll stagger backwards. I might as well just swing. The bow stun is completely useless. I might as well just, as I did right here, just shoot point blank at them. That really pays off, because otherwise you can't even swing. You can't even do the bow stun while you're aiming. So that means you have to cancel a lot of your actions. Yeah, just take the shot. I have spent the past 90 minutes dissecting each of these armors, turning them to level 10 if I could craft it. I can't craft anything with platinum. And then trying to figure out how many skill points each thing is worth. For example, if we take a look at what is the vitality gloves. I can buy the skills of hunger tolerance, status resistance, and max health points. So I assign them each a skill point value. Additionally, I made charts dependent on the rare ingredient necessary. I have 8 amber and something like 4 diamonds and topaz. Let's see here. Actually, you can find out easily if I find one with diamond in it. I have 3 topaz. Where's one with diamond? There's got to be one with diamond in it. 2 obsidian and 2 diamond. According to my list, I need 8 amber to craft everything if I want it. 6 topaz, 4 obsidian, and 6 diamond. The reason why I was calculating that is I've decided we're going to go ahead and just get these mobility gloves and trousers and boots, but I can't craft the mobility armor. However, I can craft using amber. Since I have plenty of amber, I don't have to worry about wasting it or using it up. I can craft the universal amber or universal chest piece. So that's what we're going to do, because we have 8 amber. I have enough amber to craft every single piece of gear here. Take that, and then we'll spend on the leggings more amber. Then for the gloves and boots, we will spend our only diamonds. Does hurt. I don't know if I'll need this for any buildings later down the line, but we are poking around in Midlands, so we might find some diamonds there. And I do need to I need to free up my inventory space. Seriously, it really hurts trying to juggle my inventory here. Alright, so now we can have a full set of level 3 gear, but it doesn't give me a full set bonus because I have one piece that is not part of that set. I did think about staying with my tier 3 sprint armor, and I might go back to that. But realistically, it is just amber, and as I said, I've already figured out that I can craft every single amber gear here. There we go. And we don't look as cool as we used to. Unfortunately, it's not bright out at the moment. Let's just go ahead and stash this in the chest for now. Definitely feel my movement speed has increased greatly. And that stands to reason. I'm not sure if I want to stay with this dark jet black outfit at the moment, so we might go back upstairs and put on my old outfit. Now that my armor itself is no longer jet black. Here's where I keep all the stolen sacks. I'm 99% sure I'm going to return them all for reputation, even if I max the reputation. But I'm just holding on to them for now because we're going to put that all in one episode later as we do these things. And as well as these sacred items, one of the items required for building a statue. Don't know what that's about. And given that it's an item that we can put in a container, I bet I could permanently lose it if I put it in a container that is changed, such as a broken house, do a quest, and then it's a repaired house. I bet I could lose that forever. Go back to the old outfit.
Same old. Crop yields, market prices, you know how
I could try getting the mobility. Let's see how that looks. Why don't we do that? I have seen how they all look, but it's been a little bit. Let's run over and get a checkpoint so that I can retain my armor upgrades. And then we'll create a mobility hood and cloak. Unfortunately, this appearance does not do any of them justice. That's what we look like. And I basically look like one of the forest spirits, as they call it in this game. I don't know. I feel like I need racing stripes to represent my mobility upgrade. Yeah, I don't think I will go with this one.